remember seeing this particular picture of Marlo Hampton with hair that I think is like 50 inches. Now I know, you know, younger raw hair, longer hair, the better the hair quality, the more money it's going to cost. And I just remember them saying that this hair costs $40,000. I'm like, $40,000 where? Hey YouTube, it's your girl Kim back with another video. So in today's video, I'm sure you guys can tell by the title, we are just doing a little chatty like updates, like end of the year. But before we get into the video, you guys know what I ask. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning supporter, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, help me grow. But I decided to do this video for multiple reasons. Obviously, you know, the year is coming to an end. By the time this video is up, the year would have been over. So happy new year. And I hope you guys have enjoyed your holidays. I hate the holiday time. Don't know, I'm gonna say like when this video is gonna go up. I know it's gonna go up after the new year, but I hope I don't like zone out, for lack of a better word. But you know, the year is coming to an end, so as much as they say, you know, you never want to start new habits in a new year, start it before that, this way you can just carry over. It's very common that most people are like, you know, new year, you know, start something new. And also for me, just reflecting. So this is just gonna be like a chatty, like things that I see coming back and things that I kind of want to change. Random stuff. I'll just put it that way, because I think it's kind of going to be, I don't want to say like all over the place, but you know, I want my channel to grow. So I appreciate, thank you very much for everyone who watches my content, supports me. It means so much. And I always preach this on my Instagram, because I'm on there more than I'm on YouTube, like post wise. And it's free to support somebody. It costs you nothing to subscribe. I know watching the content is very expensive, it costs you time, so I appreciate the people who constantly watch my content and support me and comment. I love interacting with you guys here on my channel. But where I want to go, I want to grow. I want to be, I don't want to say like that influencer, because I don't want to say like it's overrated, but you know, I have fun making content with you guys and talking to the camera, because I feel like I'm talking to you guys. I have fun making content and interacting with you guys on my channel. I feel like I have made so many friends on here. I do consider you guys to be friends on my channel. But I want to grow. I want to reach more people. So if you guys, you know, are not subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you share with your friends, your family. The other thing that I want to do is I think I'm going to do like a P.O. box, so that I don't want to say people can send me stuff, because I'm not looking for stuff for free, but just to grow. If I want to grow and expand my channel, I have to be willing to invest in myself, and I feel as though that's like the next step. So I want to do that. But a few things I just want to touch on, and I mentioned, because I recreated this look, that I had a family member was like, oh, you know, your hair looks so thin, and my hair is fine. It's just genetically how it's been. There are times when my hair might look empty, but if you guys have been on my channel, then you know I pride myself on making sure that my hair is healthy. If you guys have seen my natural hair video, wash day's coming up in a few days, which is a reason why I styled my natural hair. And that process takes about 2 hours. So probably longer than that, to be honest, probably about 3 hours, because you gotta let stuff sit, and then I don't put heat on. This is a raw virgin hair right here. Okay, this hair has always been air dried from my last big chop. But you know, I heard she mentioned to me, she's like, oh, well, you know, your hair is so thin. And I'm like, you're judging me because you think that my hair is thin and damaged. No, my hair is just naturally thin. I care about my hair. And she's like, oh, maybe you should stop wearing wigs. Like, girl, what? Wigs are the reason why my hair is this length, because before that, well, I haven't relaxed my hair in a really long time. But I used to relax my hair, and I just always remember like going to a professional hairdresser, and they're like, oh, your hair looks so your hair, you know, it's damaged, it's this. And I'm like, I could never figure out, because I was always taking care of my hair even at a younger age, like why my hair was always so damaged. Relaxers take your hair from, you know, a kinky coily state to straight in one step, which is very damaging. In addition to that, the ingredients are not the best. So I say all that to say I've noticed that relaxers, no shade to anybody, whatever works for whoever it works for, it just doesn't work for me. Relaxers are making a comeback. Leave out is making a comeback. And again, whatever works, but like I seen someone, I'm not judging, because I like my here on my channel, I like to feel like I help people, and I seen someone and they had like I'm not sure if it was a sew-in or a glue-in, and I could literally see through your leave out. And I remember being in that same place where my leave out was transparent, and like from it constantly being tugged one way, you have to make it match, like it was just thin and barely there. So I'm like, I want to say something, but it was at my job, so I couldn't say anything. But I'm like, I feel sorry for people who, you know, I don't want to say like don't know any better, but don't know that there are other options, which is the reason why I wear wigs. And back to what I was saying, that family members, like, you're thinking that my hair fell out because of my wigs. My hair, I couldn't tell you the last time my hair was this long, and my hair grew. My hair probably comes down to about here. And it took maybe about 4.5, 5 years for that to happen. Before that, I was trying everything under the sun and having leave out and not wearing wigs, and my hair never got this long. So I say all that to say wigs are my protective style. I don't wear my hair out because me losing all my hair from a extreme heat damage was traumatizing. So I leave my hair wrapped up underneath my wigs for a reason. The other thing that I wanted to do, again, just like things that I've been thinking about, and I haven't really done any of them just as yet because I've noticed some of these hair companies, they no longer have like the same type of return policy. And as you guys remember, Juicy Hair Affair, she had like a really great return policy before she closed. Unfortunately, some of these other hair companies don't have that same option. I'm thinking of doing something on my channel like redemption for some of the hair companies that I've tried and initially just wasn't good, or I didn't have a good experience. As you guys heard me mention in one of my vlogs, someone from Honey Hair Co., or I guess like representing Honey Hair Co., reached out to me asking me to remove my content and offering to pay me to remove my content, which I refused to do because that was my experience. I'm not lying, I'm not bashing anybody, but I think I may want to give them, like, them and some of the other hair companies like Kendra's Hair Boutique, maybe try them again. And see, well, you know, have they changed? Have they improved? Because this was a few years ago, so, you know, things change. My only hiccup with that is I don't want to, like, potentially, obviously I don't need hair. I don't want to potentially spend my money and maybe it not work out and not be able to get my money back, because some of these hair companies no longer have a return policy. They don't have an exchange policy, and I went through like a lot to get my money back and to send them back what they sent me that just wasn't good. So still working out the kinks with that, trying to figure out how I can get it done to see if some of these hair companies really have changed. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about. Another thing that I noticed, I'm gonna put a picture up here of Marlo Hampton, and I don't know how true this is, and just with working with Cadella Beauty, I feel as though it's potentially true. I'm not sure if this particular article is true, but I was on Media Takeout. I go on Media Takeout every day because why not? Your girl got to get her gossip, right? And I remember seeing this particular picture of Marlo Hampton with hair that I think is like 50 inches. Now I know, you know, younger raw hair, longer hair, the better the hair quality, the more money it's going to cost. And I just remember them saying that this hair costs $40,000. I'm like, $40,000 where? And then when I looked on her page, it said it was from Kendra's Boutique, and I'm like, I know this makes sense, because how is it that her hair can look this good but the hair that I got wasn't that good? But I'm like, so you guys, and I don't know how true this is, I'm just letting you know what I read in the article, but it kind of goes back to why people feel as though influencers get better pics of hair than everybody else, because obviously you want them to market your hair, so you're going to send them the best so that they can show to their supporters, people who are watching your channel, like, hey, this is what I got, you should get it because it's good. it just made me wonder, like, so this is the kind of hair that you guys have, but when you guys sent me my wig, I got hair that after 2 washes without me even wearing it was stiff. And then you talked to me like I was nothing. And then once I told you it wasn't working out, I had to go through so much to get my money back and send you back your wig. Like, there's no reason why I should wear a wig and after one time, like, forget after one time, before I even wore it, the hair was stiff. But you were showing me like, oh no, it'll be fine. But anywho, I say all that to say, like, there's better out there. People are willing to pay for better. Maybe you should just, instead of selling it as it's good and it's not being good, maybe you should just say, well, you know, I have okay, I have better, and then I have best, and give people the option to pay for the best. Anywho, you know, that's just a little bit of a rant and a tangent. And the other thing, because my hair, as I mentioned to you, and I'm not going to do it because, again, that heat damage experience that I had is just, I took notes because I'll be forgetting. That heat damage experience that I had was very traumatizing. Like, I have a video on my channel. I might have made it private at this point, but it was, I lost 1/3 of my hair, and then my hair went limp. Now, part of it was because of me, because I didn't know. I followed some stuff that my sister said, and some of it was like apple cider vinegar, and then I applied heat, and I pretty much cooked my hair. So for that reason, like, I'm really, really afraid of, like, heat damage. In addition to that, around the same time, Marcia had an issue where she had heat damage. She went to this guy, and she was like, he only did, like, 1 pass with a flat iron. He does, like, natural hair, or she. I can't remember if it was a male or a female that did her hair, but, you know, she ended up with heat damage as well, and, like, her curls were limp, and she has, like, beautiful, like, really nice, really full hair. So it's like, after that, you know, I was like, no, I can't even take the chance. Like, let's say, you know, down the line, because now we're down the line, you know, passing the heat through my hair one time, I'm afraid I'm going to have heat damage, because I put so, when I say I put, if you guys seen that video when it was up on my channel, I put so much into making sure that my hair is healthy. It would crush me. And I know it's only hair, because I've cut my hair a plethora of times. It's not the point. It's just that I put so much effort into making sure that I don't damage it. To damage it with just blowing it out one time is, you know, it would be stressful. Because the effort would just be gone. Because I low-key want to see what my hair looks like blown out, but I'm probably gonna look for an all-natural approach, maybe like a heatless approach to just stretching it and just having that be like just it. Because I can't bear to think of me putting heat in my hair. It's tempting, but I can't do it. So the other thing that I want to touch on is my vanity. It's still a little bit of a mess. I did clean up my vlog room here, but I did include like a small little clip, and my supporter was like, oh, well, you know, I need an update on the vanity. I don't want to say everything free ain't good, but that's just the model that I want to go with now. I did eventually get my money back for this, and I'll put a screenshot of the conversation. So I put it in a dispute with my financial institution, not really to get my money back. The intention was, okay, well, if you guys see that you could potentially lose some money, maybe it'll prompt you to replace the pieces that are broken. So the glass top has a chip in it here, and there are cracks behind some of the bulbs. So I was like, all right, if I put in a dispute, you guys can replace this and replace that, you know, then I'll clear the dispute. But their customer service, I don't know if you guys recall, it took about 2 to 3 months before they actually responded and got those parts out to me. But their customer service just, they're not on top of their game. And because of that, my financial institution, because they never commented or went back and forth with them, gave me my money back. So I then, because again, it was not about me getting my money back. It was just, you know, me saying, well, you know, let me put pressure, apply pressure to you so that you can do what you need to do to rectify the situation. I reached out to them via a DM on Instagram, because I had gone back and forth with them before, just trying to get this issue resolved, letting them know, hey, you know, my financial institution, they gave me back my money. I'm willing to send the money back to you guys, but I need these parts fixed, because I'm not going to pay, I think it was like $12.95 with shipping for this vanity, to have it have like small imperfections that may potentially spread over time. They're like, oh, well, you know, let me look into it. And they never got back to me. So I essentially got this vanity for free. But free isn't always good. So the glass top for the vanity is held together by like these rubbers. So I think the rubber and the glass like create kind of like a suction effect. But I noticed like not that long ago that it started to slide because they like it's rubber on top of glass. I got this vanity because I liked the way that it looked, and I couldn't find anything else that looked the way it looked and kind of like offered. It was the aesthetics for me, like just really just being blunt and honest. It was the aesthetics. But this is poorly made. They are cheap parts. I think at best this vanity shouldn't sell for more than about $700 before shipping. If you want to apply shipping and maybe do like 900, 1,000 max. They are cheap materials. The drawers, like they have you glue it, the glue, and I glued it back, but again I'll insert like a little clip here of what I took that video in my last vlog. It's just the drawers are all they're like the ends of the drawers are coming apart. Like I have another one right below that one that I just glued down that's now coming apart. Like, so would I buy it again? Maybe, but not at the price point that they're selling it at. But very disappointing, just very, very disappointing, because people rave about this vanity online, and just to have it, one, arrive damaged. The customer service when you do get someone to help you is good, but you rarely get someone to respond, and then a year later the drawers are falling apart. Like, what? With that said, I'm also low-key tempted because I feel like, I don't want to say like my space needs to be like revamped, but I feel as though to give you guys a different angle, because you guys know when I started my channel I was in the red chair, then I moved here, that I might want to move my vanity forward and put my camera behind it, and maybe like, or maybe figure out some sort of a mount to maybe put like my camera here or hang it from here, like something, because I want to give you guys like I don't know, like this angle rather than like from the side, if that makes any sense. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that setup, because I don't say space in here is already tight, but you know, it's tight enough. So that's the update on this vanity. And then before I wrap this video up, just something that I like always cross my mind, just because when you're dealing with like AliExpress hair companies, you always see like all these hair companies, like they all have the same wigs. Some companies might be different, they might have like their own thing, but the last video that I did where I unboxed a wig, it was from what company? Nadula Hair. It's from Nadula Hair. And I noticed, I'll put the picture of that wig over here, I noticed that there are several hair companies that had the same wig, and I've noticed this a while ago, I just keep forgetting to mention it, but I noticed that they'll all have like the same exact wig. So in the back of my mind I'm thinking, I mean, this would be a smart business decision. Why not have several different hair company names, but you're all selling out of the same warehouse, so you're capitalizing on the entire market because you're selling the same wig just under different names. Wouldn't that make sense? Because it's really, it's odd that all these hair companies have the exact same wig. The quality is just like, it just, I don't know, it could just be me just overanalyzing things, but yeah, that's just the random things for this video. But, we're gonna wrap this video up because this video is pretty long. Make sure you check out the rest of my content. I did film this look for you guys, so if you want to check out how I got this, you know, check out my other content. But that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.